Hey folks, how's it going? I hope you're well. Welcome to this video, which is going to be about the Emerald Knight and power functions. Okay, so after the last video of the Emerald Knight, two main questions came up in the comments. One was how I get the my locomotive running so smoothly, and the second one was how I managed to keep it keeping traction on the track because of the way the power functions actually works on this engine. So I'll cover the first one and then the second one, which leads into the other power function stuff. So first question, how I get my Emerald Knight running so smoothly. So in order to get the Emerald Knight running smoothly, we have to take a look under this part here. Now, when you build it with the instructions, there is actually normally a 2x1 Technic piece behind these two, and this actually only comes with one, so it's usually just got this black piece here, and that is the bit where this rod goes backwards and forwards. The trouble is that just isn't good enough, and that causes issues with the smooth running of the engine. So in order to get it running smoothly, you need to replace this with a 2x1 Technic bit with the two holes in it. So a piece like this, which is got the two holes in it as opposed to the one, then this goes in there as a replacement, and you can fit two of these in, which stabilizes this rod and allows it to go backwards and forwards smoothly. Now we move on to the traction part. Now the power functions is driven by a extra large Technic motor in here, and then it goes into gears down here, and it's these three wheels here that drive the train. But that's fine on a really flat surface, on a perfectly flat surface. The trouble is, if you're like me and you run tracks with slopes and inclines, bridges, things like that, then the track isn't going to be quite as level. Even the layout I've got here with the little bridge, there are slopes and the bridges are never flat anyway, so it can cause issues. So I'll show you now if I make this little rather extreme incline. But if you can see here, you can actually get the train running, and it's not, and those wheels just can't touch the track at all. Now this is an extreme example, I'll give you that, but even on tracks with small bumps in them, you can also get the same problem. So that, there you go, that's only a slight incline there that I've just lifted it and it's just touched there. So that's why there's a problem with the power functions the way it's set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the power functions from this, the motor, the receiver and the battery, and I'm going to move them into one of the MOC carriages. Now I've already done this. So here is the carriage that I've converted. You can see the battery box in it, you can see the receiver. I was originally going to put it in this. I built a it's a MOC postal car. I don't know why I'm so fixated on the lack of postal service in the Lego City at the moment, but I am. So I was going to put it in this, but in order to drive the train, then anything powering the engine or the train itself needs to be near the front of the train, and I think this wouldn't look quite as nice as an actual carriage at the front of the train. So this will stay unpowered and probably be at the end, at the back of the train, and then it's this that will be powering the whole train itself. It's got two motors in, the normal standard setup that I use for trains now. So one of the motors has been reversed. Got the receiver, the battery of course. And so this is the powered unit that I'll be using to drive the train. So first off, I need to remove the power functions from this. So I'll do that and then we'll see how well it's going to run with the new powered unit. functioned Emerald Knight. As you can see, it runs quite smoothly without the motor. The motor would jam that up. So, and here is the powered unit here. So if we turn this on, you can see it runs quite well. This will improve the speed and everything of the train itself. It can't go too fast, of course, because otherwise this thing will derail. I think I'm going to modify it slightly and try and raise this up a bit. I've worked out a way I can do that, so that'll go a bit further up, but it's not really a problem at the moment. It's okay. You can see a slight difference between the carriages, the normal carriages and this carriage, but most of the focus will be on the engine probably, so well, I'll get away with it. It works and it does what I need it to do, as always, as my phrase goes. So that is my take on adding power functions in a different way to the official way to the Emerald Knight. The carriage is only modified really with the bottom part here underneath the carriage and the top bit here just to allow it for a button and the IR receiver to poke through. That's about it. I think the Postal Wagon carriage, I'll add some internals to that, or at least I'll give it a bash. I'll try and add some detail, and then that's possibly a video for the future. Thanks for watching this. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and click subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, see you in the next one.